Star Wars, or Kingdom Hearts, The Return of the Jedi. Luke Skywalker has returned to his home planet of Tatooine in an attempt to rescue his friend Han Solo with the help of with the help of his friend Sora from the clutches of the vile gangster Jabba the Hutt. Little do they know is that the Galactic Empire secretly began construction on a new armored space station, even more powerful than the first Death Star. At the top of all that, an old enemy of Sora's have returned. The question is, will they be able to top him? We'll find out. Hi, my name is Nagasaki Fan in Kentucky.
I'm Venice Diaz.
And welcome to the final Kingdom Hearts Star Wars podcast. Where this time we do Return of the Jedi. And before you ask, no, we are not doing the Disney Star Wars sequels. The sequel trilogy.
We will not touch those movies.
I would touch those with a 10-foot pole.
Especially Last Jedi.
Yeah, I think Rise of Skywalker is worse, but we're not here to discuss.
I say they're both equally awful.
Yeah, but we're not here to talk about them. We'll start off with the Vader scene.
With the Death Star 2?
Yep. It's where he meets one of the commander. I know it's not Piet.
No, is he even in the movie? I forget.
Yeah, because they let him live until...
Oh, is he the one that was in that Star Destroyer that one guy in the A-Wing crashed into?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know if it checks out.
Yeah. You most dispense with the... Darth Vader talks to the commander. They talk about working on the Death Star, and
that they're behind schedule?
Yep. And Vader says,
"That's the impossible. I need more men."
Then perhaps you'd like to tell him when he arrives. The Emperor's coming here? That is correct, Commander. And he is most displeased with your apparent lack of progress. We shall double our efforts. I hope so, Commander. For your sake. The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am. You know, this time C-3PO and R2-D2, when they go to Tatooine to rescue Han and Riku, Donald and Goofy joins them.
Okay.
Because they're basically the C-3PO and R2-D2 of Kingdom Hearts. Right?
Yeah. Only more useful.
Yeah, to be fair, R2-D2 is useful.
Oh, he is. 3PO is only there to translate.
Yeah. Yeah. How bad is this Jabba the Hutt? If I told you half the things I've heard about Jabba the Hutt, that you'd probably be sort.
You'd short circuit. I mean, shouldn't they both know what he can do since they were in episode 1?
Yeah, but he had his memories erased.
Yeah, but R2 didn't.
Mm-hmm. And Goofy said, "Gore, slut, lad." And Donald said, "I still find it amusing that you can understand R2."
Even I don't know how I can.
Then they knock on the door and says, "Let's go back and tell Master Luke and Master Sora." Then they see a strange, small hat type of eyeball. Then they ask, "Goodness gracious me!" R2, D2. I don't think they'll let us in. R2, we better go. Donald, then the door opens, and Donald says, "Well, let's get this over with." Even though
run into Bib Fortuna.
Yeah. And
Which is funny because I could have sworn he died on that scare with Jabba,
yeah.
but apparently he survived because he's
Huh.
in that Book of Boba Fett show.
That when we're not talking about Book of Boba Fett.
I know. I'm just bringing that up just because.
Yeah. Then they see Jabba the Hutt. Then they say, "We bring a message to your master." And gift. What gift?
What gift? What? Oh, I
And
don't know.
then I believe R2 shows a recording of Donald of Sora and Luke
Wait, why Sora?
because he's offering Jabba Donald and Goofy.
Oh, I'm sure Donald's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Oh, is Sora going nuts, Donald?
That he said, if I ever fight him again, I'm gonna.
I'll Zeta flare him.
Yeah. And then the Jabba said, "Whoa. No. I'm translating him. There won't be no bargain. Poor dude. I will not give up my favorite decoration. I like Captain Solo where he is. Oh. And that boy Riku, he's a fine. He, he is worthy of a strong fighter."
He would make good amusement for my Rancor if I ever unfreeze him. His what?
What could possibly come to Master Luke? Is it something I did? I never expressed any unhappiness with my work. Oh, hold on.
Gosh, I wonder why.
Yeah, I can see Donald saying that. Being annoyed by 3PO.
It's funny because even Nolan North hates 3PO.
Really?
Yeah, he did a playthrough of Lego Star Wars with his son Cooper and pretty much complained about Jar Jar and 3PO.
At least 3PO
really funny.
Yeah, at least 3PO can be funny. Speaking of Jar Jar, Donald was being that was in his prison. Then he sees a frozen carbon version of Jar Jar. He touches it and says, "Whatever you do, do not let him go." He looks at
No!
it's a Stanley cameo.
No, don't let him go, please.
Why?
You don't want to know what'll happen.
Okay, what about that guy? It's Masashi Kishimoto.
Even more so, no.
Okay, what about that guy? It's Tetsuya Nomura.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, that guy. It's Oda.
Oh hell yes, let him go.
Okay, then Goofy said, "What about that guy? What about that woman? It's Kathleen Kennedy."
Yeah, no, let her stay there nice along with that Bob Iger guy. Yeah, sorry, this is just too funny.
I know. That sounds like we did an original Robot Chicken skit.
Yeah. Hey, wait, there's this guy called Kevin Feige here.
Yeah. Then a few scenes later, we see Chewbacca get captured by two mysterious bounty hunter. You know that you know one. It's Leia.
Leia and Kyrie.
Yeah. and and they ask why she doesn't speak. Leia says she's mute, but she can fight.
Because they're holding a thermal detonator.
Yeah.
And Boba Fett's there for some reason.
Yeah. When we get to his part. Kyrie will make a snarky comment on him. I'm I'm making Kyrie sassy. Because
Wait, was that song number before Leia showed up?
I don't remember.
I think it was right after that Twi'lek got eaten by the Rancor.
Yeah. Then sometime later that night,
or all the characters can be together and Leia can just throw a thermal detonator, blowing them all up.
yeah, that's how it should have been. Yeah.
Oh, my face!
They walk into the two frozen people, or the first person. They push the buttons to free them, and then, where am I? You've been free of carbonite. I can't see. Ugh. Han, is that you? Yep, Riku. I just had this dream. I was this explorer, and my dad was this. My father was this British. Had a amazing accent. You know what I'm referencing.
Andy?
Yep. And we were looking for this in
this cup of everlasting life.
I still haven't seen him.
Are you referencing Last Crusade?
I know I haven't. I wish I have.
Okay, I thought you were.
Yeah, I know the plot. I know the plot. I just never seen the movie. I should.
You'll like this. This with Connery there, it is so much better.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it sometime this month.
Also, I will say, Indy's dad is a better dad than Naruto.
Yeah. Then he asks, "Who are you?" Then the bounty hunter takes off his, or rather her, helmet. Someone who loves you, Leia. And then Riku asks, "Who are you?" A good friend. Then she hugs Riku. Then he hugs her. Then
where's Sora?
He has a plan. Don't worry, he'll come. Then he holds her hand and he feels something. What is that? Well, yeah, it's an engagement ring. Well, the Riku was like, "What? You're getting married?" She said, "Yes."
I guess Sora finally grew up here and asked you.
Yeah, I said, how did he propose? It was before we got here. I can see Sora proposing.
Keep your voice down, or Jabba will hear.
Yeah. Then they are.
Then they hear Jabba's laugh like, "Too late."
Look, Jabba, I was on my way to pay you, but I got a little sidetracked. It's not my fault. It is too late for that, Solo. You may have been a good smuggler, but now you're Botha hot fodder. Look, Jabba, I'll pay you triple. You're throwing away a fortune here. Don't be a fool. Then he takes both Kyrie and Leia. bring. Yes,
Oh,
suppose.
God, this is disgusting.
Yeah. Hey, and Kyrie says, "I'm engaged." Then Han and Riku get trapped in the dungeon with Chewie. Chewie, what's going on? I can't see Luke. And then Chewie go, "Ah!" Luke's crazy.
Luke's
He
crazy. He can't even take care of himself.
can't. And Sora
A
and
Jedi Knight? I'm at it for a
yeah,
while and feeling losing the grandeur.
it's and Riku says, "Oh, if Sora's with it, then we have nothing to worry about." Sora always, whenever there's trouble, Sora always comes to save us. Then later,
It'd be weird if Sora was wearing an Organization 13 coat.
yeah, Roxas gave it to him. No, wait, no, he didn't. He just made it on his own. I must speak with
Yeah,
Jabba.
because would Rockets even still keep that thing?
I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised if he burned it. I must speak with Jabba. They talk to Bib.
Yeah, after he like shatter pointed two Gamorrean guards.
Yeah. And then he said, "You will take me to Jabba now. I will talk to you to Jabba now. You will serve your master well. I serve my master well. And you will be rewarded." And then
No, really not. When I first saw this, I never knew what he was doing to Bib.
yeah. Then Sora whispers to Luke and said, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea." And after all this, you will write. You will you will write a better story, or you go to jail and nah, never mind. I can't think of anything good.
Nah.
Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight, Sora, Keybear. I told you not to admit them. I
You
must be.
weak-minded fool!
He was a old Jedi mind trick.
It,
You will, and then Luke says, "You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me. Oh, your mind powers will not work on me, boy." And Sora says, "Wow, this guy really isn't stupid. I wish he was. I
I
wish."
even out of shock.
And Sora said, "I wish Pete was here. We could do that on him."
I don't know. Would that work on him?
Well, yeah, Pete is stupid.
Hmm.
After all, didn't Obi-Wan said it works on the weak-minded?
Yeah. So it'll work on Donald then.
Yeah. Then it knows they were on a trap. They were on a trap door. Mr. Luke, you're standing. No, be no bargain lounge. I shall watch you two die. He reaches for a pistol out of a guard's holster.
You use the Force to do that.
Yep, use the Force. Then both heroes fall down in the pit.
Well, then a Gamorrean guard was down there too.
Yeah, they fight the Rancor, and Sora says the Rancor, and Sora says that makes the dark. I'm just glad that's not the dark side, Heartless.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of fighting that guy.
Yeah, in that scene in that trailer in KH4 where he has to fight him again. I wonder if Sora.
Here we go again for the fourth time. I can see Sora also saying like, "Huh, you're big, fought bigger."
Yeah, yeah,
Because literally, he took on a whole ship.
yeah.
I kind of feel the fight's a lot easier if Sora's there with his Keyblade.
Yeah, I don't know why Luke didn't ask for his lightsaber.
I don't know. Maybe it's part of his plan that he gave it to R2.
Yeah.
But they still crush it under the gate, right?
Yeah. I don't think Java would summon Heartless.
No. I think even he knows they're too dangerous.
Yeah, he's evil, but not that evil. Then after that, they get freed. And then when when they show Leia and Kyrie in their outfits, what would Sora think when he sees Kyrie?
He probably his eyes would probably bug out and like start acting like a wolf.
Yeah, like that cartoon.
Yeah.
You know, the cartoon would go. Woo! The one that Jim the mask watches.
Yeah. Like one of those.
Yeah, they see Han and they see Han and Riku and says, "Are you guys okay?
Together again.
Yeah.
We didn't miss it.
How are you guys doing? The same as always. That bad, huh? Where's Leia?
Not
I'm
bad,
here."
huh?
Yeah, and Sora says, "Yeah, Han, you're gonna wish that you have your eyes
Yeah, I'm
cleared."
pretty blind. That's a missing on some pretty memorable sights.
Yeah, and the C-3PO
I
says,
just love that he said that while Leia is there in
"Yeah,
that scene.
yeah." And we have that scene of C-3PO saying they must be terminated, and Han says, "Good, I hate long waits. You have
And you
before."
slowly digested over 1,000 years. Okay, now.
Let's pass on that, and then Luke says, "You should have bargained, Jabba. That's the last mistake you'll ever make." And Sora says,
Nava,
"Yeah,
I've come to bargain.
yeah,
If this was Doctor Strange, he would have bargained him into a time loop.
yeah."
Johnny Slug, I've come to bargain.
Yeah, what Jabba doesn't know is that Lando's there in disguise.
Yeah.
And Han says, "I think my eyes are getting better. Instead of a big dark blue blur, I see a big light blur. And there's nothing to see here. I used to live here, you know. You're gonna die here.
You're
Convenient."
gonna die here, conveniently.
Yeah, just stick to Chewie. Let's stick to Chewie and Lando and Riku. We taken everything. Oh, great.
Oh, joy.
And Riku says, "Sora, what is your plan? Because you're never good at making plans. Just trust me, Riku. I'm gonna maybe this will help Master Ian to prove that I am worthy of being a Keyblade Master." And meanwhile, we cut back to Donald and Goofy serving food with refreshments with R2D2. Donald's complaining while Goofy's having a good time. This is stupid. What is Sora planning to do? Wait, Sora's here? Of course, Donald. I told you like 5 minutes ago. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You were asleep. Oh, yeah. I had to do Donald and Goofy being the comedic duo. They and Sora are the Three Stooges of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I know this is off topic, but Ed and Eddie are Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Hard to believe that show's been on for 25 years.
Yeah.
Same goes for Tarzan, Toy Story 2, The Phantom Menace, SpongeBob.
Yeah, that was 99.
and One Piece, the anime.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the story. And then Jabba pulls both Kyrie and Leia. Says, soon you will appreciate me. And Kyrie will say something like, "Ugh, you, you make you make me want to fight Zenus again," or something like that.
Or Cynex.
Yeah. Then 3PO says, His Excellency, hope that you die honorably, but you should beg for mercy. Jabba will ask you to listen to your pleas. And Han said, 3PO, you tell that slimy piece of whirlwind filth he'll get no such pleasure from us, right? And Riku will say something smart. Will say something smart, like, yeah, tell that heartless to go freeze himself. Translation: go. Disney version. Yeah. And Sora, what would Sora say?
Good question.
And Luke will say, "Free us or die." And they all laugh. Then we have the famous nod scene
To R2.
Yeah. Of course, Family Guy made fun of that and said, well, we're waiting. Then he jumps off the plank, then jumps back up. And then he catches his lightsaber and bashes it and slices.
It's a cool green lightsaber.
Yeah, and
Honestly, this is my favorite lightsaber Luke has.
yeah, me too.
I think it was modeled after Obi-Wan's and then has Qui-Gon's crystal in it.
Yeah. And Sora readies his Keyblade, and he asks Riku, are you be able to see? He said, nope, but I can sense them. I'll use my nose to sense. I could, what? Yeah, I could sense light and darkness. Like I sense Namine. She smelled like Kyrie. And Sora says, Riku, how do you know what Kyrie smells like? Because here that line made Riku sound perverted.
Yeah. How do you know what Kyrie smells like? It's her light, you moron.
Yeah, then I believe. Then what happened during the battle was Lando tripped and was about to fall to the ball set or whatever it's called, the Sarlacc.
The Sarlacc.
Yeah,
and then Han just set off Boba's jetpack and he went flying into the Scarab.
Yeah, and then he shoots Boba and Boba falls down and says, "Well, that was easy."
No, why was he so? Why would we fear this guy so much?
Yeah,
meant to do. Then we see in the pit and Boba falling in. Meant to do it. At least he didn't go like a punk. He's like holding it, is crying.
Yeah. And he said, "Forgive me, Daddy." Then Lando asks for help. Chewie, Riku.
Lando. Then ship they're on gets shot and is falling over, and
Yeah,
Han's hanging off the side.
and Riku has an idea. And Riku's the one that saved Lando with his Keyblade.
No way! I thought you were blind.
Yeah, and
All right, just a little higher.
and Kairi, well, Leia chokes down Kairi. I mean, Chaba. Kairi fights other monsters trying to attack.
Cool.
Kairi got more powerful. Not
Probably know some hand to hand.
Yep. And Kairi says, "I am no longer that weak damsel anymore." Then she does a hair flip.
It says you have longer hair with this.
Yep. Let's just say it's long as Kushina's.
Then she's in a slave outfit. Her hair's in a ponytail.
Yep. She takes off the ponytail and flips her hair. She was lucky that Sora wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because he would probably get distracted.
Yeah. He'll be distracted when he sees her up close.
Yeah. Then she freed Leia after she killed Jabba. Come on, we gotta get out of here quick. Then we see help! Donald was being chased by one of those. Yeah, and Goofy bashes it with his shield. He throws it like Captain America.
Is he chased by Jawas or Salacious Crumb?
What would be better? Jawas?
Probably Jawas if you wanted to have him be Captain America.
Yeah. And Goofy catches it and says, "Yup." And Donald says, I love you, Goofy.
I take those shield lessons from Steve pretty seriously.
Then Leia and Kairi join Sora and Luke, and Leia uses the cannon and shoots at
points at the deck.
Yep.
Well, R2 and 3PO are in the sand.
Yeah, and Donald and Goofy fall down too. And then they rest.
Sora grab Kyrie and he high jump and glides over to Lando's ship.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure he still has those abilities, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And then he feels a hug from Kyrie and says, "Well, you could wear that after our wedding night."
Like, yeah, please tell me you're keeping that outfit.
And then she said, "Let's go. And don't forget the Donald, Goofy, and the droids." And they rescue them. And Donald shakes off the sand and said,
"Oh, it's so coarse, rough, and irritating.
It gets everywhere." And they said, "I feel sand in places I don't have." Or what Iago said in Return of the Jafar. After hearing, what would Darth Vader? I could see Darth Vader sensing Donald saying that. Says, "For some reason, I agree with someone about sand." After that, they leave Tatooine. And Sora joins Luke to the Dagobah. And after that, Han calls Luke and says, "Luke, I thank you. the yeah, Sora said, and Luke said, "I'll meet you back at the fleet. Hurry! The alliance should be assembled by now. Don't worry, we won't take long. We'll be there in a few hours." That's right. That's right, R2. We're going to the Dagobah system. I have a promise to keep to an old friend. Rise, my friend. Later on, at the docking bay at the Death Star, Darth Vader waits for his Emperor Palpatine. Rise, my friend.
Yeah, yeah, good. I play with a nightmare. I tribute to a trade. You know, broken my hand, a gallon of coffee in my crotch. Something you have experience with.
Yeah, but you have done well, Lord Vader. Now we captured the B. Arthur in our bar. Why will B. Arthur? Silence! That was from the Nostalgia Critic Star Wars Holiday Special. And by the way, did you cancel Life Day, my master? Yes. I mean, who thought of it was such a good idea to celebrate Life Day? Really?
What even is that?
Yeah. You know, despite that, it's still canon in the Star Wars universe.
What, really?
That's what I heard. At least that's George Lucas's Star Wars. Even
Yeah,
if
but
he's,
doesn't he hate it?
yeah, he does. Then he said, "Now, what about young Skywalker and Sora? I sense you wish to continue your search for them. Yes, my master. Patience, my friend. In time, they will seek you out, and when they do, you must bring them before me. He has grown strong. Only together can we turn them to the dark side of the Force. As you wish. Everything's proceeding as I have foreseen." And by the way, I've been an old friend of mine. You probably recall the mistress of all evil, Maleficent. That's right, Maleficent's appearing in this story,
Hmm.
and she's gonna be a threat, not like how they shoehorned in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
She warns Palpatine that Sora will not be turned, because she knows Sora.
I've tried myself, and I couldn't even turn that boy Riku fully.
And then he said, "Well, you are." I could see Palpatine said, "Well, you are weaker than me. Your will is weaker than mine." Then she glares and disappears in the dark corridor. The fish. Then they talk to Yoda. He feels like he's dying.
300 years, you will.
But
900
900
years,
years,
you will look as good. You will. Hmm?
Master Yoda, you can't die. Strong I am with the Force, but not that strong. Twilight is upon me, and soon night must fall. It is the way of the thing, the way of the Force. But I need your help. I can but to complete the training. No more training do you require. Already that you know what you need. You're then I am a Jedi. No, not yet. One thing remains. Vader. You must confront Vader. And Sora jumps up to hearing that. He remembers Luke telling him that Vader is his father. Master Yoda, is Darth Vader my father? He
Told you,
told
did
you.
he?
Yes. I expected this. Your father, he is. Told you, did he? Yes, I expected this is, and unfortunate. Didn't that cause Luke to scowl? Unfortunate that I know the truth? No. Unfortunate that you rushed to face him. That, inc- that incomplete was your training. Not ready for the burden you were. I'm sorry. Remember, a Jedi strike throws with the Force, but beware. Anger, fear, aggression. The dark side are they. Once you start down the dark path, forever it will dominate your destiny. There is a Sora, Luke, and Sora. You were you were right. Love is the the Jedi were wrong about love and marriage. Key bearers are more right about that. If if we allowed Vader to be with his wife, maybe the Jedi wouldn't be extinct. Will Yoda admit that?
I mean, probably at some point they gotta say like maybe our teachings are what led to our downfall.
Yeah. And then he says, "Luke, there is another Skywalker." Then then Yoda's body disappears.
I can see Sora going, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah. And then Luke says, "I can't do it, R2. I can't go alone. Yoda will be with you always." Obi-Wan, why didn't you tell me? You told me Vader betrayed and murdered my father. Your father was seduced by the dark side of the Force. He ceased to be Anakin Skywalker and became Darth Vader. When
Wait,
that
my dad's
happened,
name is Anakin.
yeah, when that happened, the good man who was your father was destroyed. So what I told you now was true from a certain point of view. A
Allow me to
certain,
break out in song and sing it.
yeah,
And I'm not the only Jedi who's screwing with you. Guess
yeah.
who?
Then,
Yoda, not
then she
you.
said, Then she said, "It's true, Luke." Then they heard a voice. "It's true." They looked to see it was Ahsoka. Ahsoka? What are you doing? I came to see
Oh,
Master.
Ahsoka, Master Kenobi. It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah. And then Ben says. Then Ben says, Anakin was Anakin was Ahsoka's master.
Master.
Yeah,
The
was
two of them
Ahsoka.
were very close.
Yeah, that's right. He was my sky guy. And and then he said, I knew about his marriage, but between him and him and Pat and your mother Padme. She tells Luke
Padme.
about. I could I could see in this version. I could see Padme telling. I mean, Ahsoka telling Luke about Padme.
Yeah.
Then Sora says that's quite tragic, and it's a better love story than what I've read the other day about this guy loving this girl because of a genjutsu or whatever, and they all look at him with disgust. So
What? No, seriously, this is a real story I read. I will show you it.
he just they all read it, and they all the reaction was.
Oh, God, what did I read? I can see Obi-Wan going, that is the worst thing I have ever seen before.
Yeah, and I thought they said they said Anakin and Padme were awkward.
They're more believable.
Yeah,
Especially if you watch Clone Wars.
yeah,
I
Then,
would have spoke of another.
yeah, he means your twin sister. But I have no sister. To protect you from the Empire,
You were separated shortly after you were born.
yep, the Emperor knew as I did. If Anakin were to have any offspring, they would be a threat to him. Then Luke realized something. Leia's my sister. Your insight serves you well. I'm just, and to tell you the truth, I'm just glad she kissed Rico. And
This is
Lucas,
going to be really awkward.
yeah,
I see. Sorry, Ahsoka, will you join us in this fight?
yes, and
I
I
have to
and I agree with.
transcend my
I can
sky
see,
guy.
I can see Ahsoka agreeing with Luke that there is good in, there's still good in Vader.
Yeah, I mean, she knew Anakin probably the best. Then again, Obi-Wan knew him that good too.
Yeah, do you think Obi-Wan still sees there's good in Anakin? He just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah, he probably does, but he's too committed to the Jedi code.
Yeah,
I don't want to think about it.
right. They we had the Death Star plan, the Rebel plans to
No,
destroy the Death.
no offense, Lee, but all of rebels die except for the A team there.
Yeah, and Han compliments Lando being a general.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Yeah. Then they assemble the team, and General Akbar says General Calrissian has volunteered to lead the fighter group. General Solo, is your team assembled? Yeah. My team's not ready. I don't. Then Chewie says, "Well, it's gonna be rough, pal. I don't want to speak for you."
That's one.
And Riku says, "I'm in too."
Daryl, me too. I'm going too, says Kyrie. And
Yeah.
then Sora, Ahsoka, and Luke show up.
Then Leia notices something different about Luke. What is it? Ask me again
That's me
later.
against sometime.
Hey guys, and Sora kiss Kyrie and says, "Well, this is probably our last kiss. This might be our last kiss before our wedding." Kyrie says, "We're not getting married for about 6 months." Then,
But who knows how this fight will go, Kyrie?
yeah, I mean, it could either last 6 months or last for 3 days, and ending in a pointless war that we find out we're reincarnations of some kind. And
Okay,
then,
Sora, seriously, stop reading that stupid story, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just traumatized me, especially that that dark emo guy. I forgot his name, but he he reminded me of Riku when Riku was at his worst.
Okay, ouch, dude.
And Riku said, "What?" And Kyrie said, "Oh, you don't want to know. Sora forced me to read this manga or something. Is it the one with the King of the Pirates?" He said, "No, I like that
Look
one."
at that ninja boy with a fox in him.
Well, I thought that was good. Well, it
It
was.
was, but it went off a cliff and stayed there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're. I'm pretty sure they're all tired of me bashing Naruto, but sorry, I've got to do it.
Nope, it's needed.
Yep.
It just the jokes just write themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see Riku's favorite anime or manga being, um, Death Note or Full Metal Alchemist.
That's better.
Yeah. Then Han says, "Take her. You know, she's the fastest ship in the fleet." All right, old buddy. I know what she means to you. I'll take good care of her. She won't get a scratch. All right. I promise. Got your promise, not a scratch. Will you keep going, you pirate? Then I could see Donald and Goofy joining them, and they're in a gummy. They Sora brought the gummy ship. They're riding in the gummy ship rather than the ship. Or how about not the gummy ship. I can see Sora saying, "Donald, I got better at piloting," though, and yeah, then he's still mad about crashing into the deep jungle. Donald, can you see him holding a grudge towards that?
Maybe.
And Han looks at the Falcon with and Leia nudges him. "Hey, you awake?" He said, "Yeah, I got a funny feeling like I'm not gonna see her again." I think that line was kind of pointless because spoilers, we know you saw them again.
Yeah.
Even if the sequels aren't canon in this universe. All right, guys, are you all ready? Let's go. And I believe the next scene is we're gonna skip through the scenes where Vader senses Luke and Luke senses Vader and said,
Well, they have to go with that Imperial code.
"Yeah." And then we go to it. Where is that shuttle group going? Asked Vader. Shuttle turning. What is your cargo and destination? Parts. Han says parts and technical crew for the Force. Do they have a code clearance? It's another code, sir, but it checks out. I was about to clear them. Then he senses Luke. Shall I hold them? No. Leave them to me. I will deal with them myself. As you wish, my lord. Carry on. And Vader. And we're gonna have an additional scene where Vader dreams about Padme.
Would he sense Ahsoka's also on this shuttle Tidarian too?
Yeah. And what if he should he have a vision of Padme telling him to come back to the light, or her being ashamed of him, or both?
I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe she doesn't need to be there. That he does it of it more for like his son rather than his wife.
Yeah, that's true. I just thought it would.
I
We
know
should
he
have a.
probably thinks about Padme, but I think the point with Luke hits a lot harder.
Yeah, you're right. And and we'll have the next scene play out with they enter Endor, which looks like it's going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. By the way,
Are they really confirming this?
I don't know. I hope so. I kind of hope so.
I do too.
If we fight Vader, I hope he's the hardest story boss ever.
Yeah.
Then they get on their disguise. After that, they get chased by riding that. They ride their scooters, or by I forgot what they're called.
The speeders.
Speeders. Yeah. And then Heartless came and said, "Now they show up." Sora says, Why do they always show up? Why do they show up when at Tatooine?" Sora, Riku says, "Maybe Jabba has standards." You know what the phrase "even evil has standards" on TV?
Yeah.
And Jabba thinks the Heartless were too cruel. And then I'll get and Kyrie, and I believe Kyrie and Leia got saved by the Ewok. I can see Kyrie thinking the Ewok is cute.
Yeah, she probably hugs Wicket.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Are you?
And then she says, "You remind me of Chopper."
Carrie, what's a chopper?
Oh, this reindeer.
It's a fucking reindeer. It's a doctor.
Yeah. Only Chopper's better.
Yeah.
And I don't hate the Ewoks. Not like I do
Yeah,
Jar.
they're not that bad in hindsight.
Yeah, I mean at least they're cute. Then Sora, Riku, and Han reunite. Where's Leia? I thought she was. We got separated. Where's Leia? Where's Leia and Kyrie? I mean, we got separated. And Kyrie and Sora says, "We better go look after her. I know she can take care of herself, but I'm still worried." I mean, come on, R2. We'll need your scanners. After that, Chewie got hungry.
Hey, Chewie, wait, don't!
Yeah, I don't know what food it was, but I'll call it a chicken leg or meat. And then Vader. Then we see that scene of Vader at the throne room. He said, "I told you to remain on the ship." A small rebel force had penetrated the shield. "Yeah, I know. My son is with them." "Are you sure?" "I have felt him, my master." "Strange, but I have not. I wonder if your feelings on this matter are clear, Lord Vader." "They are clear, my master." "Then you must go to the sanctuary moon and wait for them." "He will come to me." "I have foreseen it. His compassion for you will be his undoing. He will come to you in the end and bring him before me, as you wish." You think in this scene Vader's having second thoughts about working for the Emperor?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's always had those thoughts.
Yeah. And after that, they find themselves they're still trapped in a rope, and shoot. And Donald says, "This is all your fault, you big furball. I don't care if you're hungry. I am too, but you don't pick the food out of the ground." "Sword, can you use your keyblade?" "Yeah." And R2 uses his uh, R2 uses cutting a bit and slices the net. R2, I don't think that's a good idea. It's a very long drop. They all fall down, and Sora said, "Maybe I should have used my summons."
I mean, Genie could have got us out of this.
And Riku says, "That's Sora. You're always so slow." Yeah, yeah. I mean, and the Ewoks all captured and say, "Okay." And I could see Riku say, "Really? We're afraid of these teddy bears? They have speed. They have spears,
Yes,
Riku."
cheers, Riku. It's too much for us.
then then 3PO translated them. Translated
They think I
and
am some sort of god.
yeah. Why don't you use your divine
Wasn't Luke
influence?
just like snickering at that?
Yeah. And then 3PO says if it gets by programming to impersonate a deity. Why? Hey, it's not like you're Judge Frollo. So, using God just to just to, using God just to justify your action. To yeah. What did he say? I'm rather embarrassed, Captain General Soul, but it appears that you are to be the main banquet in my honor.
The feast in my honor. What?
Then they hear.
We'll have the. If they say they will have the duck first.
Then he jumps onto Goofy's arms, and they act like Shaggy and Scooby Doo. Then they see Leia and Kyrie, and they ask them to free. And Luke says, "Luke, 3PO, tell me if you don't do what you wish, you'll be angry and use your magic."
Use your
The Master
magic.
Luke, just tell them. Then he uses the Force to
Makes him levitate.
to lift up to lift him up. What's happening to me? Oh dear! Help me, God, Master.
Atu.
Then they all let him go, and thanks 3PO. And after that, 3PO tells the story. He tells Sora's story first, and he tells the story about Sora sacrificing his heart, and the female Ewoks coo on how romantic it was. And Sora says, "Yeah, it's more romantic than you know." Then and Kyrie said, "Don't tell them that story. I am still traumatized by you telling me that story, Sora." What? They gotta. Sora, if we're ever gonna get married, the first thing we're gonna do is burn that book. Make
Burn it
sure.
in every other copy.
Yes. And whoever wrote that, I hope he's in frozen carbonite.
Oh, oh wait. We actually did meet him. They need wine,
Yeah.
Sora.
Yeah. Then we see an Ewok version of Stan Lee. What? Then Sora babbles. Wait, I saw that. Never mind. Ahsoka, Luke walks out, and Leia and Sora and Leia comforts him. And Kyrie too. And he asks Leia, "Do you remember your mother? Your real mother?" "Just a little bit. She died when I was very young." "What do you remember?" "Just images, feelings. She was very beautiful, kind, but sad." "Why are you asking me this?" "I have no memory of my mother. I never knew her." "Tell me, what's troubling you?" "Vader is here, now on this moon." "How do you know?" I feel I feel his presence. I have to face him." "Why?" Luke looked at Ahsoka, who said he is Luke's father. Leia looked disgusted. Your father? There's more. It won't be easy for you to hear it, but if you must, if I don't make it back, you're the only hope for the Alliance. No, don't talk that way. You have a power I don't understand. I can never. You're wrong, Leia. You have that power too. In time, you'll learn to use it as I have. The Force is strong with my family. My father had it, has it. My sister had.
I have it. My
Yep,
sister has it.
it's
You,
you,
Leia.
Leia. You're my sister. I've known. Somehow, I've always known. And Sora says, "Good thing she kissed Riku rather than Luke." And Kyrie said, "Yeah, that would have been awkward." Then you must know what I have to face. No, Luke, run for far away. If he can feel your presence and leave this place. I wish I could go with you. No, you don't. You've always been so strong. But why you must confront him? And Ahsoka said, because there is good in him. We, he felt it. So have I. He won't turn him over to the Emperor. He can save him, and I am going with him. And Sora says, so am I. Even if he doesn't, no, Sora, it's too late. So Sora says, I don't care. I just faced strong enemies before. I faced Sephiroth, Xehanort, and
The,
Chernobog.
the data fights.
Yep. and though Vader might be stronger, I still believe we can take him. Kyrie, you stay here. And if I don't make it back, I just want to let you know I love you. I love you. I'll always love you, and I'll never love a girl like you. Not because I never loved you because of rivalry with Riku. I loved you before that. Take that, Naruto.
Somebody's talking about me and I don't like it over in Konoha.
Yeah, would it be Boruto or good Naruto?
Boruto.
Yeah. In fact, in Sora's universe, Naruto had a better ending. Had
Good.
the Shinagachu ending. Then then Sora, Luke, and Ahsoka leave. What was that about? I can't talk about it right now. So you could tell Luke? Is that who you'd tell? I And Han says, "I'm sorry." Then then Han then they surrender Vader was at the Imperial landing platform. He wait. He hears an elevator. He hears the elevator open, and it was Luke, Sora, and Ahsoka and Binders. These are the rebels that surrendered to us, although they denied. I believe there is more of them, and I request permission to conduct a further search of the area. They were only armed with this. Of course, Sora
These.
doesn't with these.
Since they got Ahsoka's lightsabers too.
Right, right, but they don't. And the only weapon Sora has is the summoning gem. Good work, Commander. Leave us. Conduct your search and bring the companions to me. Yes, my lord. And they all walk the prisoner. And Vader walks the prisoners. The Emperor is expecting you. I know, Father. So you accepted
You've
the truth.
accepted it.
I accept that you were once Anakin Skywalker by my father. That name has no
meaning to me.
And Ahsoka said, "Come on, come on,
Sky guy."
What? It's the name of your true self, Master Anakin Skywalker. You haven't forgotten me.
The last
Remember?
time we saw each other, Ahsoka, it did not end well for you.
Yeah, but I still saw that there was good in you. I saw, you know, I saw that you're before before that when I saw you unmasked. I saw that you were sad and you looked like you were pleading me to run because I believe that happened.
Hmm.
Anakin was trying to warn Ahsoka that Vader is gonna murder her.
Yeah.
Then Vader turns on the lightsaber. He says, "I saved you to construct a new lightsaber." And Anakin in his mind said, "I'm so proud of him.
Hmm.
Your skills are complete, as the Emperor foreseen." And Sora, you you've gotten stronger as well. You defeated You knew Xehanort? Indeed. I when I was Anakin Skywalker, I questioned his methods when we met. I could, that's a story for another day. They made he and Obi-Wan met in some world in the Kingdom Hearts universe. They went there by
Okay.
accident,
Okay.
and they fought Xehanort. I doubt he would know. Then after that, they met a young Aqua and Terra.
Probably.
Yeah, they were in their teens when they met him. Then Sora says, then Luke says, "Come with me." Obi-Wan thought as you do. You don't know the power of the dark side. I must obey my master. I will not be turned, and you'll be forced to kill me if that is your destiny. Search your feelings, father. You can't do this. I feel a conflict within you. Let go of your hate. It is too late for me, son. The Emperor will show you the true nature of the Force. He is your master now. Then my father is truly dead. That surprised both Sora and Ahsoka.
Hmm.
Then later on, Han, Riku, Kyrie, Leia, and Chewbacca and the others make their plan. They, they see Heartless emerging. Well, that's our cue, Kyrie. Let's do this. Yeah, and we see out. And meanwhile, the Lando and Lando was and the others were destroying Heartless ships and Tie fighters. Or I got a better one. Heartless riding some of the Tie fighters, and others are stormtroopers.
Okay.
And then we have that. I believe no, we're not there. It's a trap yet.
Not yet.
We'll get there. Everything plays out until then. Then they finally confront the Emperor. I can see the Emperor reminding Sora of old Xehanort.
Yeah. Only more creepy.
Yeah, and evil. Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been
Young
expecting you.
Kano.
You're no longer in Sora. I've heard about you from Xehanort. He warned before his death. He warned me that you might come here, and then out came Maleficent. Maleficent. So you're teaming up with Palpatine. Yes, and and we plan to control you to destroy the Heartless, to find the black box. And Sora asks, "What is it?
Bye-bye.
Why are you looking for that box anyway?" And I can even Darth Vader says that box was just a
What is-
myth.
The
Myth.
box is just a myth.
Yes. You know what? I think the box is kind of reminds me of Pulp Fiction. You know, the
Yeah.
suitcase wasn't the
At this
suitcase.
point, yeah.
Yeah. You think Lamar will do that? Leave it a mystery
Who
like
knows?
gods leave us.
Which-
I've been looking forward to completing your training. In time, you will call me master. You're gravely mistaken. You won't
Facing
convert
your
me.
mama. What was it? Oh, your mama fart.
I love that one. We have the scene played out.
Okay. Two.
I love your overconfidence is your weakness. Your faith in your friends is yours.
Yeah, facing your mama. What was that?
it's and Sora says you're wrong. My faith in my he does that speech and says without my friends, I wouldn't be here right now. I would probably be dead. I'd probably be heartless food, but if I didn't haven't met all of my friends. But then they at the bunk. I think I think after that, Riku and the others get captured by the by the Empire, some of the Empire, and 3PO. I could see Dom, Goofy playing Dom, Goofy, and 3PO and Ewok and R2 planning a rescue.
With the ATSTs.
Yeah. Then we see Lando sing, "How do?" And they know we're here. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Of course, Leia said it first. So I don't know why she's a meme.
I think the way Akbar said it.
Yeah. Then the Emperor continued taunting Luke. Then he looks at the lightsaber and says, "You want this, don't you? The hate is swelling into you. Take your Jedi weapons. Use them. I am unarmed. Strike me down if you with you can." Sora says, "Don't do it, Luke. It's just what he wants you to do. You can't get in the hate." It is unavoidable. Your destiny. Like your father. You are like your father are now mine. And Maleficent says, "Pretty soon I will control your heart, Sora." And Sora
Who's
says,
going to
"Well,
control Riku's?
yep. Well, one thing you forgot to know, Maleficent. What's that? I belong to Kyrie's heart, and since she's a princess of heart, her her willpower is stronger than yours." Besides, I'd rather marry her than work for a cold-hearted witch like you. I, that's a burn. Burn. Please don't. Then 3PO. So we surrender. the stormtroopers. Donald and Goofy. Donald uses his magic. He's he doesn't do Zeta Flare, but he does. He summons lightning and and ice, and he froze one of them, and and shot the other, and burned one's and burns Gary the stormtrooper's ass. Yep, that's his kid. Ah! You know what? I should quit, dude. I should quit and be a be a space be a space real estate agent. the, something that my daughter can be proud of. And and after that, um, do you remember what happened next?
Did Luke get his lightsaber and start fighting Vader?
Yeah, and Vader was smirking, and Sora fights Maleficent, and she doesn't. Sora avoids his attack and said, "Really, Maleficent? You're still using these same old attacks?" Then he yawns, and while dodges it, then he strikes her heart with his keyblade, and this time she fades away for good. And Sora says, "Hey, that was easy."
Oh, please let her be gone this time.
Yeah. Yeah. After that, Sora fights the Emperor, and he's gonna be, and he's one of his toughest challenges yet. And Sora says, "Well, for an old guy, you sure are fast." I could see Kyrie. I could see Kyrie doing. Next scene is Kyrie doing a sexy pose. Say, "Come here, boys." Hmm. I don't. It's not really her character, but to do that, that sounds like something Sakura would do,
Yeah,
or
maybe.
Nami.
Nami would.
Yeah. Then they chase after her. Then they get bashed and get hit by keyblades. And that's how different it is. They beat the Empire by Kyrie being sexy.
Do they get in the bunker and Han knocks that guy down that walkway?
Yep. Then then Leia gets shot, and then he has a. Then she shows him her gun. And Han says, "I love you." I know. That's a good callback. Well, I think I wonder if they improvised that line, those lines too, since I
I don't
know it was
know.
improvised. Empire Strikes Back. Then you know that scene of Chewie being in the walker.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I got an idea.
Yeah, good. Use your aggressive. It's I could see Luke and Ahsoka fighting together against Vader.
Yeah, but Luke still cuts off Vader's arm.
Yeah, and Luke looks guilty and he looks at his hand. He, never. And he turns away his lightsabers. Emperor says, "Good. Your hate has made you more powerful. Now fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side." And he looks at his mechanical hand and then back at Vader. He said, then he turns off his lightsaber and said, "Never. I'll never turn to the dark side. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi like my father before me." And Emperor went from
So be
glee.
it, Jedi.
Yeah. And Sora.
Does he knock Ahsoka out with the lightning too, so she can't help?
Yeah. They all do it to Sora, and she does it to Sora too. Ah!
Yeah.
Silver, help!
Do we hear their inner monologues?
What?
Do we hear their inner monologues while this is happening? I feel like my whole life has led to this moment. Feels good.
Yeah.
Hey, how come no one says wizard anymore?
Yeah. That was from Robot Chicken, right?
Yeah, that was
Sora's,
pretty delicious.
and Sora said, at least the last time I saw Kyrie was there in that outfit. She looks hot. Now, young Skywalker, Tano.
Or do we do or should we do the whole? He finds out he's got a sister. Like, I have a daughter too.
Yeah.
Do you see what you've done? Now we'll be like this for hours. Wait, you told me Padme died. So how is she supposed to have two kids? She's like, she lost the will to live.
You lied to me.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. I love that skit too.
Yeah, I'm surprised that never came up the whole time Vader was with the Emperor.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, is my dad gonna kiss the Emperor? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is happening. Stay away from me, you fool.
And
Hey,
continue.
wait a minute, put me down. Put me down.
Yeah, then Luke, I think during that in the real scene during that when the Emperor was shocking Luke, Vader was looking back to thinking about Padme. He was slowly turning back to Anakin. Then he grabs the Emperor.
And he doesn't say no this time.
No, it was
That was
silent.
Stupid addition.
Jake Rose says he probably George Lucas did it just to piss us off even more. He did it on purpose.
I think that's the VHS tape I have of Jedi.
Yeah.
No,
I think the
it might be
1990s.
the DVD one where the second special edition release on DVD, where they added Hayden in.
Yeah. Well, Then he throws.
Throws him down the well.
Yep.
That was pretty wizard, son. What? I'm bringing it back. Oh, do we see the Emperor falling like in Robot Chicken?
Yeah. He said,
Like, let go yourself.
"Oh well."
Wait, how do they do this? How does it lose? Oh yes, Point Break, bitches.
And Sora says, "Oh, you know what? I feel whoever slept with him, I feel sorry for her." And if he has a granddaughter, oh boy.
Sora, stop talking nonsense.
Then they see Vader or Anakin. Now Anakin
Yeah.
falling down.
Move the fleet away from the Death Star.
Yeah. All three of them try to move him, and Anakin collapses, and then he says, "Luke, help me take this mask off, but you'll die
Nothing can stop that now.
just this once. Let me look at you with my own eyes." Then Ahsoka grabs his helmet, and Luke takes off his mask. Now go, my
Oh
son.
my son.
No, you're coming with me. I can't leave you here. I gotta save you.
You
You already.
already have.
You were right. You were right about me. Tell your sister that you were right. And Sora, tell Mickey I said hi.
What?
Then he dies.
Not gonna lie, that was kind of a sad scene.
I cried when I was a kid. I saw that scene when I was 8, and I bawled.
Sadder than anything in Naruto.
Yeah,
Or at least anything post Kushina Minato's death.
yeah. I mean, you got to be heartless if you don't cry at their deaths.
Oh no, that their deaths are like tragic considering they just became parents.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing during this Lando's trying to get into the core of the Death Star.
Yeah, and Sora and Sora, Luke, and Ahsoka fly out before before they could get pumped,
It blows.
get blown out to piece. And Sora says that was close. And Riku says they did. And Riku knowing, and Riku says, "Sora, you've done it again. I'm not surprised." And Kairi says,
Luke was on that thing when it blew. He
"He
wasn't.
wasn't. I can feel it. You love him, don't you?" Huh? Yeah. I understand. When he comes back, I'm getting away.
It's not like that at all.
He's my
brother. And the look on Don's face, like, what?
Yeah. Then he looks back to and I think he looked back to the kiss they had.
But that didn't happen here.
Yep. And he said, and Riku said, "Good thing she kissed me." And to be fair, it did feel good. Then he said, then he sees Han and Leia kiss, and Riku says, "Why can't I have a girl?" Maybe a certain blonde girl with magic.
A red-haired girl, certain nobody could be that.
Yeah. And then
I guess at night we see Luke burning Vader's body.
Yep.
But twist, he's not really dead. Oh, I must have passed out of it. He sees he's not being burnt alive.
Yeah, I love that. And then they all had a celebration.
And we see the other worlds celebrating that they're free.
Yep. No Jar Jar. Best part.
Yeah, they know we are free.
Yep. Instead, it's gonna be Stanley's hugging.
We're free.
Yeah. And then they said, "Now I can make my own comic books."
Yeah. I remember this one scene in like the special editions where they show Coruscant and you can see the Emperor's statue falling.
Yeah.
Oh, should we put that one scene in Robot Chicken where they go, the rebels have won? How does that mean they won?
Yeah.
Did you get a massage? Yeah, let's do that.
Then we see.
What do you do now?
Then we see Gary the Stormtrooper being a family man working at space real estate.
Well, my last job didn't turn out so well, and my boss is dead, so I gotta do this now.
It's better than working for this Kishi guy.
Who let him out?
Yeah. Then we see
We
that
get
Sam
we get that party.
and Sora and Luke join and Ahsoka join. Sora kisses Kyrie.
Then hugs all around for like Han and Lando and Chewie.
Yeah. Then he sees then Luke smiles when he sees the ghost. He figures of Ben Obi-Wan, Yoda, and a newly reformed Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, you're not on fire. Come on, we're not getting anywhere. And Anakin turns into Hayden. Oh, you special edition mother. Oh, yours, guys.
yeah, yeah.
Or I
And
like how it should have ended one better with him. He keeps going,
yeah,
oh, what? My boy really should. That gives me flashbacks. Do not do that again.
yeah.
Oh,
You
now,
murdered
this is pod racing. Please kill me again.
it. Yeah.
Then we get, hey, guess who finally kicked the bucket? Mace Windu and Qui-Gon show up.
Yep.
Then for some reason, all the younglings show up. You killed all of us as kids.
That's what I. Yeah, I made a joke about the new Star Wars preschool preschool show. When that's gonna be the last episode. Imagine
Yeah.
that. Uh, Imagine showing that to your kids.
Assuming they haven't already seen episode 3.
Yeah. And the final screen shows blank. As soon as the lightsaber was pulled. And after that, Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Kyrie and Riku make it go back to their universe. Luke asks, "Will we ever see you again?" I'm pretty sure, and hopefully it's under better situation. Just don't go. Just don't be a hermit.
Or give up on everything. Cause oh, and Han, look, Leia, Han, if you have a kid, make sure he doesn't turn evil.
Yeah. And if they have a smoky guy, just no, just
And keep an eye if Palpatine somehow survived.
yeah, that's not happening. That's not That won't be canon.
I'd rather him like actually letting go of his hatred and becoming a Force ghost like in Robot Chicken.
Yeah, yeah. I just think it's funny that he's voiced by Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
You know, I do a pretty good Ian McDermott impression, especially when I said "dark side." That was fun.
It was.
Do I like it better than we do Naruto One Piece? I don't know. I mean, they're all pretty fun in their own right.
Yeah, they are.
Of course, my favorite's probably the first one we ever did with Lucky.
With Lucky.
Yeah. Sometimes I listen to it at least once every week. And I'm looking forward to my Naruto anniversary podcast since it's going to be the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. A lot of crazy things happened 10 years ago. Robin Williams' death. That's out of all the celebrity deaths that bums me. That one's the most. That one bums me out the most. Him and Kevin's.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy's. and I'm in private chat. I'm gonna let you guys when I'm gonna let you guys know it will be time for my epic rant, the one you've all been waiting for. And I might mute you guys just for a brief minute.
You don't want
Then
me chiming in like I did with James?
what?
You don't want me chiming in like I did when James was ranting?
Actually, I'll mute others, but nah, I'm just kidding. I won't do it. And then when I get done, you're probably gonna be worried about me. So I'm calm. I'm cool.
Like, you good? You sure?
Yeah. I'll ask one of. I'll probably ask. Do you guys have a rant?
I don't think we'd be able to top whatever you're gonna do.
I don't think so either. I think it's gonna be up there with Doug Walker's Pearl Harbor rant against Michael Bay. In fact, it's gonna be similar to that.
So I still like the Simpsons episode with Bar on the Road.
Yeah.
Especially the parts with Homer and Lisa.
Yeah. I love Lisa's crush on Langdon Auger. Yet we don't know who he is and what he looks like, and yet he's still a better character than Sasuke Uchiha. I think Sasuke
And we're
Uchiha.
taking the money home. Then I will murder him.
I just love how calmly he said it.
Yeah. Would you excuse me for a second?
I was wondering, how did Bart drive?
I don't know. Or how do you go that far with... Oh wait, Martin probably paid for gas.
Yeah,
And I do like the part where he's putting the soda on the console and the guy's freaking out.
yeah.
And Mr. Burns paid for the console without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna notice or care.
I also love Nelson is a huge fan of Andy Williams. I didn't think he was gonna do Moon River, but bam, second encore. Man, the Simpsons had great characters.
They do.
That's what makes them so appealing. That's why they lasted for these 35 years. The same age as I'll be in a couple weeks. I'm old.
Yeah. Most. Not really that Mr. Burns, Smithers, and Skinner are played by the same guy.
Yeah, Harry Shearer.
And formerly Dr. Hibbert, too.
Yeah.
I like him better as Dr. Hibbert.
Yeah, no disrespect to Kevin Michael Richardson.
I don't know, Harry's voice is more iconic for Dr. Hibbert.
I doubt he could do the laugh, too.
Yeah. So she was stealing sponges. I knew it.
Like I said, I love Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah, he's got some good characters.
I like his Joker fun. Not as good as it's never as good as Mark Hamill. I don't think you could ever top Mark Hamill, no matter who it is.
I mean, the only ones who come close to hit topping Mark are probably John DiMaggio and Troy Baker.
Yeah.
Because John DiMaggio is a really good Joker.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Mark, John, and Troy do a Joker laugh off.
Yeah. I think he could still do that at he'll still Joker voice at Comic Con or whatever for fans.
Who,
Mark? Yeah.
I gotta imagine it's a pain on his throat.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Vic Mignogna doesn't really like doing Broly's voice.
Really?
I gotta imagine it's just him screaming the whole time.
I wonder if Frank Welker still.
I don't know about new Broly.
Yeah, I wonder if Frank Welker still does his Dr. Claw voice.
I'm more surprised he can even still do his Freddy voice.
Yeah. You know, I'll watch the rest of One Piece tonight.
Okay.
I just started Impaled Down on. Where
you're gonna be there for a while.
Yeah. Last episode I was at was when Luffy had to fight that toxic guy.
Magellan?
Yeah.
So wait, he's already at level 3?
Yeah.
Don't tell. Doing fast.
Yeah, you know, I'm skipping fillers. Although I might watch.
He's Spawn Clay should be taking him to the level 4, the frozen area.
Yeah.
Where he gets to meet Ivankov.
Yeah.
You're gonna like Ivankov. They're funny, especially with their power.
Yeah.
He can basically swap someone's gender.
Really?
Yeah, you'll see it. It's pretty wild.
I might have him do that to Naruto and Sakura, and when I get there,
just thinking that.
Yeah, and Naruto could say, if I was a girl, I'd be a hot babe." But then again, Sakura will probably lose Shinakachu since she's pregnant.
Yeah, unless after she has him.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll do that unless you piss them off.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they brought Bon Clay back and Crocodile.
I haven't seen Crocodile yet.
Or you'll meet him once they get down to where Ace was held.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to his death.
Yeah.
I know it's important to the story, but I'm still not ready for it. I like Ace.
Yep.
You know, a character is good when you don't want the character to die.
Agreed. Especially once you hear what his last words are to Luffy.
I don't want to know.
Oh, I'm not gonna spoil it.
I know.
Plus, you're gonna see Whitebeard be like the coolest character in the series.
Yeah. Should I
You,
have
you
not?
really see what he can do.
Yeah. Should I have Naruto and Sakura be there at Ace's death?
The only problem is by the time Shanks gets there, is that Ace is already dead.
Okay. That won't. That won't. I know. I will. I'm gonna have an original arc where Sheena is missing, and the Straw Hats all team up to find him.
Hmm.
He gets lost in a.
Yeah, I do not want to get in Sakura's way if he's missing.
No, nope. I can see everyone, including Robin, be scared, although she won't show it.
Yeah, especially with Sakura's power.
Yeah. She says, if you lay even a finger on my baby, I'll kill you. That's what she says.
Yeah, she will.
How would Naruto, and what would Naruto feel?
He'd be pissed.
I might have them split in the groups. Sora will. I mean, I said Sora. Naruto and Luffy and Zoro and Chomper will be in one group. Sakura, Nami, and Kairi, and I keep getting Kingua. Robin, another, and Sanji teams up with Frankie. I can see Sanji saying, "Why do I gotta team up with Frankie?" Because you will hit on both Sakura, on Sakura, Robin, and Nami.
I guess Usopp being there too, saying that.
Yeah.
Because I think he wants to find Sheena first, so Sakura he can get Sakura will praise him.
Yeah. He would still flirt with Sakura, even if she is married.
Yeah, Sanji is like that.
Yeah. He's Brock from Pokemon.
Only worse.
Yeah. Is he worse than Johnny Bravo?
Just as bad.
Yeah. And you know who'd be the might have the one to find him? Sheena? Robin.
Aw.
I'll have Sheena fall down to some kind of pit, and Robin saves him with her turf floors.
She probably tries to soothe him to calm him down.
Yeah.
You gotta imagine he's probably really scared.
Yeah, and he gives her to Sakura. And Sakura smothers him with kiss. My baby boy. And then he says, Auntie Robin, Auntie Nami. And Uncle Chop. Imagine Naruto's feelings when Naruto feels when he hears that Sakura saved them, their son.
He'd be proud.
Would he cry tears of joy that he's Shinakachu's alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
You imagine Sakura mad like this, she'd be as bad as Kratos.
Yeah. They captured the villain that captured their son. He's gonna be an original villain. You know why he
Okay.
kidnapped Shinakachu? Because he wants the son of the. Because he came from Kahuna, and he knows about Naruto's powers and Sakura's strength, and he with them combining, he'll be the most powerful lackey ever.
Lackey.
Yeah, that's how evil he is. He doesn't care. Who he fends.
He's pure evil.
And I might write some wholesome Uzumaki family moments, too.
Aw.
Like Sakura singing a lullaby to him. You know what it'll be? You'll be in my heart. And I'm pairing Luffy and Nami near the end of the art of the saga of my saga.
Okay.
And
That'll make Sanji even worse.
yeah. Yeah.
He's like, damn it, why do all the beautiful ones get taken?
Yeah. Because and Chopper says and Shinakachu says, "'Cause you're Uncle Pervert." You know who else? You know, besides Naruto and Sakura, Luffy will be protective of him too.
Yeah.
Because he's part of the crew.
The crew.
He calls him. What do you call him, Unky Luffy?
Probably.
And when he gets older, he'll probably. Naruto will still be the dorky dad, and he gets embarrassed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, because he got Sakura's brain. Thank God.
Assuming there is going to be time skips in this.
Yep. I might have
the actual series doesn't really say if there's any how much time passes.
Yeah. And I'm lucky she told me that he wished Vivi was part of the Straw Hat crew.
I think a lot of people want that.
Me too. I did too. I love Vivi. But Robin was a good substitute.
Yeah. I think most people wanted character Yamato to be part of the crew too.
Yeah. And remember, like I said, I might do a Mindy and Buttons thing with Chomper and Usopp. What would it be better when they babysit Shinakaju? Who would be better to babysit Shinakaju and chase him all around town? Chomper and Usopp, or Zoro and Sanji?
Well, Zoro and Sanji aren't even going to fight her if they keep fighting, so probably Chopper and Usopp.
Yeah, and they all get.
Since you
And
know
they all get.
how Zoro and Sanji are.
Yeah, and they get. And they both get hurt. And I can. And she. You know why Sheena runs off? Because he's looking for his mommy and daddy.
Oh.
He misses it. He's very. Unlike Boruto, he's very close with his parents.
Yeah.
Because
Plus, he's pretty young to.
they're actually there for him, for one thing.
What if they find like something like Ace's head and they get it for him?
I think Luffy would give Ace's hat to his sons.
The only thing is that they put Ace's hat on his grave where they bury him.
Oh, good point. I see a lot of fix where he names his son Ace, Luffy.
Yeah.
And I could buy that.
Yeah, considering you'll see like their backstory of how they first met and how they were.
Yeah. And what was Luffy's hometown name? Do you remember?
I forget.
I think didn't Shanks return there temporarily during
After Ace's death, no.
before Ace's death.
No, I don't think he did.
Part of me wants to change Naruto and Sakura joining Shanks to going to Luffy's homeworld. They learn about Luffy's home.
Yeah, the only problem is it's going to take him a long time to get back to Sabaody from East Blue.
You're right. And I won't do that. You know,
So do you think
someday I will.
do you think people would help train Sakura along with Rayleigh?
Who?
Like the Amazon Lily will train Sakura along with Rayleigh during that time, the training.
Yeah.
Because Rayleigh would really help out, especially with the parts with hockey.
Yeah. Would Shinakachu be afraid of the fishman? Because he knows about Aunt Nami's story.
At first, yes, but as he sees more like Jinbei, he'll like them, or Kami.
Yeah. Hachi's dead, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Good. I like him.
No, he appears in Fishman Island.
Good.
Because honestly, I thought he died back in Arlong Park.
I did too.
But I do like what they did with his character, that he was actually sorry for what he did.
Yeah, me too.
It's more believable than anything Naruto does.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're ever going to redeem Arlong.
Right.
Like, you don't understand where he's coming from, but he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah. I mean, killing killing and enslaving a village just for not paying them money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how sad your back's. There is no excuse for that. No excuse for any of the shit that happened. Just because it happened to you doesn't mean other people did not deserve it. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like tragic villains.
Unless they're really done well.
Yeah, like Vader.
Or Mr. Freeze. Or Two-Face.
or Zuko when he was a villain, or he was more
Yeah.
anti-hero.
Yeah, he was more anti-hero.
But I got what he was coming from. Then he
You
realized the error of
understand
his
what
way.
he's doing, but you just can't ignore what he's done.
Right.
Which
And
is
he
like
regret-
the main theme with Naruto is that they always forget what these villains did.
That's why I hate. That's one of the main reasons I hate the ending.
The only one that really changed for the best was Gaara.
Yeah, the guard made it believable.
Yeah. Then it just got ridiculous.
Yeah, Sasuke.
Obito.
Obito.
I don't know. Obito was the worst one.
Yeah. And he's the cool. And Naruto called him the coolest guy ever.
Fuck you.
When you first heard him say that, what did you think that was a mistranslation? Or
No, I read him like, what?
that's when Naruto jumped the shark, in my opinion, when he said that.
I know the war arc had already jumped it, but it got worse after that line.
Yeah. That killed Naruto's character for me.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be some redeeming qualities to have.
No, I think the cracks were in like the Kage Summit where he was on his knees begging for Sasuke, and then that scene where he had that panic attack was the cracks showing.
Did that kill? That didn't kill off Naruto to you, did it?
No,
It
that
hurt.
started to. It started the downfall.
Yeah. What I would have wrote in Sasuke, Naruto realizing Sasuke is too far gone, and Sakura agrees.
Yeah, because we're like they said, where was the line drawn?
Yeah. That's why in my cage fic I had Sasuke not be redeemed in my cage Naruto fic, and I'm proud of that.
Like, do you remember that one part in Civil War where that mom confronts Tony after that presentation in Civil War?
Yeah.
I want to see that happen to Naruto, like where somebody Sasuke helped took out was close to this person, and she called the lady calls him out on it.
Yeah.
Because all the blood on Sasuke's hands is on Naruto's as well.
Yeah, I agree.
There's blood on your hands.
Still. Do you have any? Do you complain about the ending to your friends, to your close friends, that is Naruto
What?
or Naruto? That what did your parents react to the Naruto ending?
No.
I told my dad, and he was puzzled.
I told my mom, and she was like, "Okay." She was puzzled too.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad
She was
when
more worried about the mood I was in after it happened.
what?
She was more worried about the mood I was in after it ended.
Yeah. You know, I,
Because it's
I
also
forgot what I
why
was.
I like Age of Ultron, because that kind of helped me heal, because I saw real heroes being good characters.
Yeah, Age of Ultron's the weakest Avengers movie, but it's still good.
Yeah. I mean, it's something I needed to get my mind off of Naruto.
Kentucky basketball helped me get my minds off Naruto, and it was, and they went undefeated during the regular season that year too. And Bleach ended later that year, didn't it?
It ended like 2 years after Naruto in 2016.
Yeah, and that had a controversial ending too.
Yeah, though, for some reason, I knew it would happen that they go the complete opposite of the couples.
Yes. Can you think of a Naruhina done right?
No,
Neither can I. They say
I
Goku.
can't. I really can't.
They say Goku Chi Chi is like Hinata. In what way? That she's not a main
No,
character. That's the only thing they don't have. That's the only thing they have in common. Chi Chi's not a main character, right?
no.
Well, Chi Chi's more relevant to the story than Hinata was.
Yeah.
In no way Naruto was that dumb in the before the last.
No, he wasn't. This is why idiot plots are a thing, because everybody's got to be an idiot for the plot to work.
Yeah,
It's another reason why the last is so frustrating, because everybody's out of character.
yeah. The most out besides Naruto, the most out of character was Sakura.
Yeah. God, this is stupid.
Yeah. My listeners are probably tired of us bashing it, but sorry.
Who cares?
Yep,
It deserves all the criticism it gets.
it does.
We'd probably be making a Mauler length video on the last if we could.
Yeah,
Which
I
would be
really
like
wish.
5 hours.
Yeah, and I don't think the anniversary podcast will be that long, but it's gonna be 3 out. I'm gonna make it
I don't
3.
know. It depends how long your rant is.
Yeah. I'm more excited for that than I am my birthday, the Naruto anniversary podcast. Hmm. I'm thinking about other top. What were there good things? Were there good things happening in the war arc? What were the things you liked in the war arc?
Yeah, there were some things, just like little moments, but nothing too great.
Yeah, like I think my favorite one was Naruto saying goodbye to his dad.
That's out there, but I think my favorite's when Naruto and Kurama actually became friends.
Yeah, I like that too.
Because it felt like it was built up and had a decent payoff.
Yeah, I'll do that in my Naruto One Piece fic when they're
Because
in.
I kind of do like Naruto and Kurama's interactions after they become friends.
Yeah, yeah. When I do it, when I write it, probably have it during the Impel, either during the thriller arc or after, sometime after.
Hmm.
Before Naruto the last, what was the worst movie you ever seen?
Oh, I don't even know. Honestly.
To me, it's still Godzilla 1998, the worst movie I personally have seen.
Because I didn't watch Jason X till after the last.
I've never seen Jason X.
It's dumb but somewhat fun.
Yeah. Have you seen The Room?
Now,
I've seen the critics' review of it. I don't think I want to see it. I know he recommended it,
oh,
but
did you see the Madam Web how it should have ended?
no, I haven't. I should.
It's basically just it's basically just Batman and Superman in the cafe talking, but it's so funny.
I'll keep an eye on it.
What universe that ever accepted?
Imagine how it should have been Naruto the last. I know we discussed this before, but it still would be
Oh, I'd
funny.
have so much fun with that.
Yeah, or a critic's review of the last.
I just like to see the pub area and the cafe with the last.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I remember the spot from Spider Verse more than Tornari.
yeah.
We heard you like bagels.
This spot was became threatening.
Yeah, I mean, even Zod wouldn't even think Tornari was intimidating.
Yeah,
Or Khan. Oh, Khan!
yeah. Or the Super Mario the Dennis Hopper as Bowser are more intimidating than Tenari.
Monkey!
Monkey. Academy Award nominated actor, everybody. Luckily, he redeemed himself
I
for
can
playing the
imagine what
villains.
goes through actors' heads doing roles like that.
What?
Yeah, imagine what goes through actors' heads doing those movies.
Yeah. Luckily, Dennis Hopper went on to do Speed.
Yeah,
You know, I think Keanu Reeves made that movie, in my opinion.
yeah, he did.
But that's
One
why
of his
Speed.
better early ones.
That's why Speed. I heard. That's why Speed 2 was awful.
Oh yeah, you replaced Reed with Jason Patrick.
Yeah, and Willem
You
Dafoe
basically just
played the
do the
villain.
same movie with a boat.
I mean, it would have been awesome to see him fight Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, a
I wonder
completely
if he.
unhinged Defoe.
Yeah, I wonder if he was as over the top of there and that as he was the Green Goblin.
I've seen like some of Speed 2, and he's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Have you- what else? You know what else we should talk about in the in our anniversary podcast? How we should have ended.
Okay.
Well, I'll ask each podcast, or how they would have ended if you would have ended differently or the same.
Mm,
And disagreements can be fine as long as we'll be civil to each other.
right.
And I'm pretty sure we will. We will be.
Yeah, should have just called Superman to deal with the moon.
Yeah.
But guys, I can literally put the moon back. It's no big deal.
Yeah. You know, I was.
Let's deal with Mary while he's up there.
Yeah. You know, I watched the Nostalgia Critic review of Casper the other day. That's when he dressed up as a Ghostbuster. Wish he could do that to Teneri. Yeah.
Casper! And he
Yeah, I
jumped
remember.
in a pool to get him.
Yeah. I remember that movie. I liked it when I was a kid, but I don't think it holds up.
Nah. Plus, Casper being a little creepy.
What?
Didn't you say Casper was a little creepy in that?
Yeah. Can I keep? When he said, "Can I keep you?" And yes, it's still less creepy than Hinata.
Yeah.
And the
I
one of
mean,
the biggest.
they're not even trying to hide that she's a stalker.
Yeah. And the biggest crime of that movie, Eric Idle was not funny.
Yeah. Plus, you have Dan Aykroyd in a pointless cameo.
Yeah.
Really? He's scared of ghosts, and he's a Ghostbuster. I mean, how much bad can Stinky Stretch and Fatso be than Gozer?
I know. And they're the only. And despite the movie
Vigo
being,
the Carpathian.
yeah. Well, according to Casper, they just put him in at the last minute.
That would not surprise me.
Yeah. And those pointless. And if the critic reviewed the last, he would have to review it from Naruto's desk with a Hokage.
Yeah.
With a Hokage hat. And like I said, I would do it. But it would require me to watch the movie, and I don't want to watch the movie.
Yeah, you're in for a painful time if you do.
Yeah.
You'd be like the nerd trying to put Jekyll and Hyde back in his NES.
Yeah.
How he just couldn't do it that one time.
Yes. And we all know that's the worst video game he has ever played in his life.
Yeah, they
Not
had
just-
to replay it twice.
Yeah. It's not just the worst game the nerd played. It's the worst game James Rolfe played, period. The game he hates the most.
Yeah. Though I do like he did an Exorcist parody of that episode.
Yeah. Yeah. And they didn't get a job as
in the new movie.
and they didn't get a job as making him look old.
Where it was supposed to be Father Marin.
Yeah. Yet it's a better Exorcist movie than Exorcist 2.
Or Believer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what Exorcist 2 even is.
No, I've never seen it. I only watched the critic's review of it.
I watched the critics and the snobs review of it.
I haven't seen the Snobs review of it yet.
It's funny. He keeps making jokes about Richard Burton being drunk on set.
Did he also
He was
make fun of
very
James Earl
drunk.
Jones in the movie? Did he also make fun of James Earl Jones in the movie?
No, I don't think so.
Now that was weird.
Yeah, he had just come off Star Wars and he went into that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when it's like, you have to wear this locust costume? Like, what?
Yeah. For somehow that reminded me of that Family Guy cutaway when James they asked James Earl to when James Earl James Earl auditioned to be to for the role of Darth Vader. And they said, James, we want you to do the voice. You didn't. We can. Here's what we also say. What is our favorite Naruto moment and Narasaku moment in the
Pretty
anniversary
sure I
part?
already said mine that first time.
Yeah, you're right.
Because wasn't that the whole stipulation they have for that podcast is when you became a Narasaku fan?
Yeah, that's true. And then I have been tempted to be a Naruhina fan, but I fought it. I don't remember how, but someone tempted me to be one. But I couldn't go to the dark side. I'm an Saku fan like my father before me. and he didn't know didn't know about Naruto.
Yeah. Yeah, Narasaku fans is what will the hill will die on.
Yeah. They thought Kishi thought he could get rid of us. But nope, we're still here. We're still shipping Narusaku even if you didn't make it canon.
Mm-hmm. We do a better job making them better characters than he could.
Yeah. I didn't ask you in my Kingdom Hearts podcast, my first one. I didn't ask you how did you get into Sokai? I really did get the Sokai until I saw the flashback painting that said, "Oh, I think he has a crush on her." That's when I shipped it.
That was more. It was more Cage 2 for me.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
it was when she hugged him and said, "This is real."
I think it was more that scene in Halloween Town the second time.
Yeah. Although it was kind of awkward of him seeing her KH1 self.
Yeah, it's only like a year age difference.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's that big a thing.
Yeah, you're right. Imagine KH1 Sora saw KH2 Kyrie.
Yeah.
What would he think?
He'd be drooling and probably going to his Cage 2 voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, did your testicles just drop in the last 5 seconds?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it in 10 minutes, okay?
All right.
And I mean, you know what else was what sealed the deal for Sokai for me was when she gave him his lucky charm, or actually, when she saved him.
Which game?
KH1,
Ah,
and the way he said "Kyrie, thank you" was Haley
yeah,
Joel
that was a.
Osment,
I did like that. I did like that moment.
and Haley delivered it perfectly.
Hmm.
He is the sword like Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
or Kevin Conroy's Batman.
Um, Guess the only time we'll get an older Bruce in the Batman Beyond with Keaton.
I wouldn't mind that. Would you?
I wouldn't. It's if they ever do it.
Yeah. And
I
I
mean,
hope he acts
Keaton's
go.
getting up there.
Yeah, I hope he goes full Keaton.
Like nuts, crazy Keaton.
Yes,
You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
but I also
I
like
thought you
subtle.
never asked.
But I also like subtle Keaton too. When he
Yeah.
acts normal. Have you ever seen his other movies starring him?
The only other one outside Batman I've seen is probably Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
great in that.
I did play Call of Duty Black Ops 2 because he's in that.
Really
Yeah, he replaces Ed Harris's character from the first game for some
awesome.
reason.
I'm not a Call of Duty fan. I don't think I played it once.
I stopped playing. I stopped playing any new Call of Duty game back in 2012.
Yeah,
Because really, the games are just the same thing.
yeah. You could say you could. No, I thought, oh, Mario's the same thing. They add something new in Mario.
They innovate.
Yeah. They make different stories, different characters,
At least Kingdom
different.
Hearts innovates its gameplay each game
Yeah, and
for
the
highs
more,
and lows.
yeah, and you know what? It's kind of sad that Nomura's low is better than Kishi's high.
Yeah. At least I like the Cage villains.
Yeah,
I still think Marluce is a pretty underrated villain.
he is. He's what Obito should have been. No, Ansem was Obito should have been.
Seeker of Darkness, Ansem?
Yeah, not Ansem the Wise. I remember being blown away that Ansem the Wise was voiced by Count Dooku.
Yeah. He did a
I
pretty
wonder
good
how they
job.
got.
I did like Corey Burton's version.
I did too, but I've wondered this: how did they convince him to play Ansem?
I mean, Christopher Lee's done some awful roles before, so this probably was nothing new.
I know, and it's not Kingdom Hearts isn't awful, but it's still a video game.
Yeah? What do you think? It's beneath him?
No, 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 no. I'm just surprised he would do something like that.
I mean, EA got him for GoldenEye Rogue Agent,
Right.
where he played Scaramanga again. So, and is he really even that? Was he really even that busy during then?
I don't think so. And I know he's not as big an actor like, let's say, they Like Tom Hanks was probably doing Toy Story 4 instead of Kingdom Hearts 3. He was too expensive too. He's not that expensive, I don't think.
Mm,
Christopher Lee.
yeah. Considering Lee is in most of Kingdom Hearts 2 as it is.
Yeah.
I'm more
I think
surprised you got Nimoy in Birth by Sleep.
yeah. I was when I heard his voice, my jaw dropped in the trailer.
Yeah, Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't surprised Hamill did it because he's done video games. But Nimoy, wow.
Maybe if Shatner was in one of those games.
Imagine him voicing Xehanort.
I can't see that.
No, you're
I don't
right.
think I can take him seriously with the way Shatner acts.
Yeah, Nimoy's a better actor, right?
Yeah.
No offense to Howard,
Well,
but I wish Christopher Lloyd was the replacement in Cage 3.
yeah, I think they should have just went with Lloyd from the beginning after for base Cage 3 because Howard just seems out of place.
Yeah. Plus, it would be fitting because considering he did a Disney crossover before.
Who, Lloyd?
Yeah. Judge Doom?
Judge Doom.
Yeah. Remember me, Sora? When I killed your girlfriend, I talk just like this!
Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind
Yeah.
of wish that the dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit was real. They'd write
Why?
up all the cartoon characters I hate and just toss them in that.
Yeah, like Boruto.
Yeah, and Hinata and
And
Sasuke,
Sasuke.
Obito.
Obito. Who'd you say is the worst One Piece
Plus,
character?
worst One Piece character probably Spondum. No. I take that back. Saint Charlos. I
Okay.
put in there.
Yeah.
I also put half the cast of Ed, Edd and Eddy in there.
Yeah, Kevin, Sarah, the
Like-
Cankers.
Yeah.
What about
Jimmy.
Rolf?
No, Rolf is safe. I like Rolf.
Johnny?
Johnny's safe.
Although Johnny did turn bad evil in the finale.
That was more on like the other kids beating him up, not so much on the Eds.
Yeah, I know, but then he turned evil at the post
The
credit
last
scene.
minute.
Yeah.
Like, what movie?
that show ended on a high note.
Yeah. It actually did some character development for Eddie.
Yeah, it did. He's the better. I'll take him over Sasuke any day.
Yeah. See, Eddie's one of those like likable assholes.
Yeah, I wanted his scams to work, to tell you the truth.
Can you believe I saw this one video that said the whole series they've only made like $30 throughout the entire series.
Really?
That's just like an estimate.
Wow.
So they could have bought like 500 Jawbreakers the whole show.
Yeah.
Since I'm pretty sure they were only a nickel the whole series.
Yeah, but Ace was too greedy. He was up there with Mr. Krabs as the. Well, actually, he wasn't as greedy as Mr. Krabs.
No, he wasn't. No, he's not as bad as Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, even in the good SpongeBob days, Mr. Krabs was greedy.
Yeah, like the jelly hunters.
Yeah. My dad was a bigger SpongeBob fan than I was. You know who I would dip in from Pokemon? Probably Dawn.
Yeah, I'd probably put Barry in there.
Yeah. How do you feel about Serena? Do you like?
I've not watched anything with Serena, so I can't really say. Because Diamond and Pearl was like the last thing I watched with Pokemon, and I didn't even watch the whole thing.
Right. You know, if I finish the Impel arc next week, we'll do C body. We'll still do C body, okay?
All right. Are you gonna love this? The Straw Hat separations because it's really funny where they land.
Yeah, I saw that. When Sanji went to the
yeah. Yeah.
Sanji thought he wouldn't land a beautiful women, but they were ugly. Turns out they were. What were they real women or just guys in drag?
They were effeminate guys.
Yeah.
Because I'll spoil something. That's Ivankov's territory.
Huh.
So when you see him, you'll understand.
Yeah.
So did you see Fat Usopp?
Yeah, I think so.
Where he's on that island that'll try to eat him with that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Usopp!
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't, and although, and I don't know how Ace died, but I did see Nami's reaction to Ace's death. She cried for Luffy.
Yeah. Everybody's reaction to Ace's death is tragic.
Yeah.
Plus, you'll see Luffy at like his lowest point after he wakes up.
Yeah. They don't reunite till the time skip, do they?
Yeah.
Do they reunite?
Yeah, Luffy sends them a message that they'll meet up in 2 years.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited for that. For the time skip.
You'll like who these, because once they're back on Saba Oni, there's like a fake Straw Hat crew, and you'll laugh seeing who the fakes are.
Okay.
Another thing about this crew is that each one is voiced by a different member who voices a Straw Hat.
I can't wait to hear that.
Because an example is you have the guy Eric Vale that plays Sanji voices fake Luffy.
You know, it could have been worse. They could have had him do the 4 Kids voice for Sanji.
So I'm curious to see when you see that how you're gonna do a fake Naruto or Sakura.
Yeah, he'll probably. How about Luffy does fake Sakura or fake Naruto?
Hmm.
And who voices Zoro can voice Sakura?
Well, I think fake Sanji is voiced by Zoro's actor,
That's fitting.
and that fake Zoro is played by Usopp's.
How about fake Nami voices fake Sakura's?
I think she's playing fake Robin in that. I think.
Oh, and fake Robin voices Sakura?
So you're saying Stephanie Young voices fake Sakura?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Stephanie Young voicing Sakura?
That'd be fitting.
Because I
Or
remember, doesn't she voice Olivia in Full Metal Alchemist?
yeah, I think so. And what about Lucy Christian as Sakura?
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I can see her going between Ochako and Nami with the voice.
Yeah. Now if she voiced Kairi, she would do the Ochako voice.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Could you see Naruto being voiced by Deku?
Yeah. But Naruto's voiced by Josh Keaton in my podcast.
Yeah. Because to be honest, the guy that plays Deku can do a pretty good Cloud voice.
Cloud Strife?
Yeah.
Wow.
He played Cloud in Team 4 Stars Machina Bridge, the Final Fantasy VII.
Really?
Yeah, he's pretty good at it.
You know what surprised? You know what really surprised me? We were talking about Mr. Krabs. He has the same voice as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I know. Or the
What?
Kurgan if you watched Highlander.
Who? Clancy Brown?
The Kurgan.
Oh.
You never saw Highlander?
No, I never saw Highlander.
It's got a very young Clancy Brown in it as the main villain.
Isn't Sean Connery in that movie too?
Yes.
All I know is about Highlander 2, and everyone calls it one of the worst movies ever.
Yeah. Or you saw John Wick 4, right?
Not yet.
Oh, I say because Clancy Brown's in that too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He was also in Shawshank.
It's amazing you can see these voice actors in actual movies.
Yeah, I wish some of them would do that. Like like Kevin Conroy. Would have been nice to see him cameo in a Batman movie.
He was in that DC Universe series.
Yeah, and I heard it wasn't, handled well.
I think it was more like shocking he actually be as a live action Bruce.
Yeah.
I can see them probably marketing that just to get people to watch it.
Yeah, but it was treated poorly.
Yeah.
He deserved better.
I know Phil Lamar's been in a few live action movies.
Yeah, he was in Spider-Man 2.
He was also the guy that Travolta shot in the face in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I just shot him over the face.
My mom's calling, okay?
All right, I'll see you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.
See you.